So early this morning, we got our first look and the official solicitation for the next Godzilla 2014 repaint from Hiya Toys in the form of the translucent version Heat Ray Godzilla 2014. So here he is. There's a good look at him right there. So here he is, base G14 mold that I think is just landing in the United States, but it's been out in China for a little bit now. And you can see looks pretty good. I actually like the way the paint looks on this guy much more than the paint on the G14 that I have on me. The teeth seem much cleaner. If you watched my review, mine were quite red in the teeth, red in the gums. And the Heat Ray here looks to be a reuse of the Heat Ray from the 2019-2021 Godzillas that have come before, although the base does appear to be a little bit different, as we'll see in just a moment. Here you have some action shots. Looks pretty cool. Looks really, really good. If you're a big fan of G14, then I think that this figure looks really, really good. So here you can kind of see the plug for the Heat Ray is actually straight rather than being angled. On the G21 and the previous versions, it was angled so that you could get the shot from the poster where he's blasting straight up. Godzilla 2014 never did that, so they've angled it straight on and allows you to, you know, get into that position, that more natural position that we see in the 2014 movie. So here you see 16 centimeters, 6 inches, and yeah, I mean, it looks pretty much exactly what you would expect. Of course, we got our first look at him back in San Diego Comic-Con 2024, back in July. There he was, Heat Ray Godzilla translucent version, and he looks to be pretty similar here. So some more details. The full body paint details on clear body. So it sounds like this Godzilla will be handled similarly to the translucent version of the 2021 figure that came out, I think, early last year at this point. Where the body's actually cast in translucent blue plastic and then painted over. So the spines being this almost blue raspberry looking plastic. That's actually the whole figure, and then it's painted over entirely, and it does seem like this one will be very similar. Although, if you looked at the spines, there must be a lot of paint going onto those because they don't, at first glance, they don't look very translucent. I actually thought that this was the painted version as opposed to the translucent version until I double checked that the title, sure enough, yeah, this is the translucent version. So in terms of price release, 51 USD standard price point, 2025 Q4. This is unusual to me. You know, considering that they had a resin prototype almost a year ago at Comic-Con. So I wonder if this is going to be a similar situation to Flameborn Rodan and to Emerald Mothra, where they say, yeah, it's going to come out in 12 months, but then the actual reality is it comes out in like 4 to 5 months after solicitation. Of course, you know, Hiya is earning their reputation as the company that takes forever to release product, and perhaps in setting the expectation of 12 months from now, you know, better to under promise and then over deliver, right? Tell them it's going to take 12 months, but then actually deliver it in 5 months, gain some of that street cred a little bit. So with the Heat Ray Godzilla, this is now the 13th outstanding item from Hiya Toys in terms of Godzilla product, and I'm counting Monsterverse and Godzilla, right? We know that Shimo is the next one up, coming out in late March. And then in April, it's like Hokkaido Godzilla and Hokkaido King Ghidorah. But there are 10 other releases that are outstanding at this point. And I think if you do the math, it comes in at around like $780 outstanding in pre-orders, which is a lot. It's a lot to ask of customers. Every social post they have announcing a new product, you see in the comments, it's like, hey, maybe instead of releasing new product, you should focus on getting the product you've already sold out the door. And I think that that's a totally fair thing to ask of a company. I will say though that I do appreciate their communication that they shared, I think it was yesterday morning, where they said, hey, here's a bunch of items that people are asking about, here's our updated ETAs. Huge step in the right direction, but there are definitely, like, we still don't know about Kong from the New Empire. that's due in Q1. We don't know if he's still due in Q1. Don't know if he might have been delayed to Q3 based on the post they made yesterday. So communication seems to be improving. Really hoping that we start getting some of these things out the door. Also might seem like once they start getting these out the door, they're going to come in rapid succession, right? Like it's Shimo, then it's 91 Hokkaido, then it's Ghidorah 91, and then it's Heat Ray Godzilla, and then it's Godzilla Evolved. Like we're looking at 2 releases per month moving forward after March, at least for the foreseeable future. So yeah, Godzilla, to get back to the point of this video, Godzilla Heat Ray 2014 translucent version, he's up for pre-order. I will put the INS Hobby link in the description down below. Here's the Canadian dollar, but they're basically matching the US retail price. But then you just have to pay the shipping on top of that. It'll be about $25 US in shipping. But of course, you'll get the item 2 to 3 months before North American distribution sites like Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store. So if that's of interest to you, check out my link in the description if you would like to support the channel. And until next time, have a great Friday and a great start to your weekend. Bye-bye.